I have a spare aquarium that I've been using for storage, and my shrimp tank is full of extra plant growth. Normally I would toss my trimmings out, but could they actually unlock some extra profit for me? Rather than toss out any more perfectly good plants, I'm going to set up a small nursery to reuse trimmings and maybe grow some plants to sell. Let's exploit the infinite plant glitch. My primary requirements for this tank were as follows. Hands-off maintenance. I only want to add fertilizers and top off water. I'd prefer it to be filterless as well if possible. 2. Convert immersed to submerged growth. Build a safe place so that I can convert the plants without having it melt off in my tank, if I should choose to exercise that option. 3. Propagation. Take what would otherwise be trash and turn it into more plants. Finally, 4. Temporary housing. Give my plants a place to chill out between builds if I deem them sufficiently cool or expensive enough to hold on to. First, I had to clear out the tank and ask you to like and subscribe to stay up to date on my future projects. After emptying the tank out and moving it to my desk, I used a mild plant-based cleaner to wipe down the glass. It's important to avoid harsh chemicals that could harm future plants or any livestock I might add later. I was encouraged to pick a plant-based cleaner for this, and chose one of the first ones that I could find on Amazon. I don't have any experience with it yet, but it worked for cleaning the tank for sure. Let me know in the comments if you have a preferred cleaner that you use on your tanks. My main shrimp tank has been doing really well. There's a very healthy and growing population of fire red cherries enjoying this dense plant life, but the dwarf sage in there has really taken over, so I have plenty to work with for this project. To get started on the nursery, I removed a solid chunk of the ever-expanding dwarf sage. I then laid all the pieces of dwarf sage out on a paper towel to keep everything organized and to give each runner a quick inspection before potting. For this setup, I decided to use rockwool to hold the plant roots in place. It's easy to work with and keeps everything together for me in the pots. I also picked up some Osmocote fertilizer to give the roots a boost. To pot these runners, I took a small chunk of rockwool, tucked in some Osmocote, and gently positioned the dwarf sage runner. Once everything was secure, I set each section into a 2-inch plant pot. I'm keeping the tank bare bottom, so this build is ultra simple. I think I used quite a hefty amount of Osmocote, probably much more than is necessary, but since I won't have any livestock to speak of in this tank, I'm not super concerned. If I notice problems with the plant growth, I'll definitely know better for next time. Y'all know my thoughts on Nursery filters, but their lights have done okay for me so far on my side-waste-scaped 5-gallon, so I went ahead and picked one up for this nursery. It has a timing feature built in, helping me keep this project more automated. This is a pretty simple approach. Pots, rockwool, and a bit of fertilizer. If it works as intended, I'll have healthy plants ready for future projects without any extra hassle. If you want to see how the nursery project evolves over time, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for updates. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.